All right, still kind of chopping around point of control here. We're kind of in nowhere's land on the higher time frames too. So we have a good bounce area down here in the low 600s. Love to get down there for a bigger move, but now we're just kind of, on the cumulative delta, we're in a tightening coil here. So really hard to pick direction here. Could go either way very easily. So sit on my hands here. Oh, look at ES taking off. That might bring NQ with it. Is there news? What was that? Beautiful. To the moon. Sorry, Stephen. Stephen was short. Huge green candle on the CVD. Huge. Yes, drag NQ up with it. Did you switch long? Ba-boom. Oh, you were long too? You were short and long? How does that happen? Right to VWAP. I'm not testing fate here, guys. Might have been some news. There you go. That's Drysdale style. Good job. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Where am I at? I'm trading micros here in the cash account, guys. I'm up 222. 222. I only have $2,000 in this cash account. So that's a 10% gain on my money. Just showing you guys what's possible. All right, you don't need a ton of money to trade futures. You do have to manage your risk. Nice, Ali. I am Ali's gold buy off bottom up lower band. You might be up quite up. So that's going to be a, well, which lower one? Give me a price, Sally. What price are you long at? Now the new merch. Okay, 33.76. Yeah, that's lower band. So that's a return to value. Return to value, Ellie. So she's long here at 376 on gold. That's lower band. I'm assuming it broke in, back test long. So that's a return to value. Nice trade. Welcome everybody to the YouTube channel. Guys, we're going to have a crypto stream. The new crypto stream is tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. If you're not doing anything tonight, unless you're in Europe and it's, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's probably the one stream you guys are not going to get, a London session stream. Never going to happen. Unless we grow to the point where we can add on a London session trader to stream during London. And those are things that I do have my thoughts on. Somebody who knows the system really well, somebody who can, maybe one day it'll be Mustafa. He knows the system really well. I was going to say, hell, he's got to quit his job first. Hey, morning, Nathan. Morning, Toasty. No, I didn't short at VWAP, even though it was a good trade. Quick scalp there would have been nice, but no, I didn't take it. I'm already hit my profit target.
Better wait end of comment period for new leverage.
In my top steps, which always feels good because I'm real close to hitting profit target on those. I mean, payout, second payout in another 5 days. So I'm really drilled in on that right now. Also another divergence here. Interesting. Is it going to break? We're going to be quick trading crypto, and we're going to be looking at the Asia Open as well. All right, let's see if we start to get that rising wedge pattern. I'm assuming we will. I have 2 micros long here at 19. See if we can push in higher. Nice. 50. Yeah, Nathan, no short at VWAP at this point. I mean, it could still very well work out, but ES is well above VWAP. So is the Dow, so is the Russell. So we're going to assume that these markets are going to pull the NASDAQ up. Don't forget to be watching the other markets, guys. If you're not watching ES while trading NQ, you're missing a lot of information. Yeah, Bob, we'll be looking at gold. I'll be looking at gold at 7 p.m. for sure.
Fed's moment says Basel III will come last among capital proposals. So just to reiterate, Fed's moment says Basel III will come last among capital proposals.
I'm going to add here. Ah.
Fed's moment says regulation proposals won't change under the next Fed chair.
Sure looks like it wants to break. They keep loading up here. Let's see if this holds. Nope. Still bullish though. We'll see if this is just a fade or a. Yeah. Cut it. Took the VWAP Bounce short, huh? We are in a distribution with a low volume node at 700, right? Very pronounced low volume node. So it's got to break this area right here, 703, which is holding so far. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a flush.
And that concludes Spencer Bowman's comments on Bloomberg Television.
It's so hard to hit profit target with micros. Much love from South Africa. Welcome to the stream. Jatenda. Does look like it could fade from here, David. We'll see. I don't know. The volume profile isn't really, it's got to break and hold get below 700. That's the low volume node. A lot of people bought it up there. No, this is not price discovery. We are, well, on ES, I mean, yes, we're above the upper band. So, yeah, I mean, on the intraday. But if we look at the, this is really just value area high on the higher time frame. So not true price discovery. It's looking good, but it doesn't have everything working for it quite yet. And the fact that NQ is not joining the party does not help. Yes. All right, I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going to make myself a quick protein shake, and I'll be right back. Nice, David. Nice short. I think I like the short too. If we can hold below this low volume node.
Energy fuels falls 14% in New York, down most in a year.
Nice. Man, it can't seem to get filled. I was trying to be patient. Nice. $300. Cash account. Micros. So that was a good almost 10 points. Short from that low volume node here. So the places we bounced were obviously VWAP twice. The short side. We held this low volume node, then we broke it, and now we just back tested it short. Right back to point of control. So pretty clean price action. You know, no huge moves, but you know, you can catch some nice points here. You trade it well. It's going, Corey. It's going well. Yep, that is a fade value area extreme. Sure is. And that's what we call coast to coast, one band to the other. I love how nonchalant you are about it. Oh, I just took this fade value area extreme from one band to the other. No, no big deal. You did coast to coasted. Doesn't get much better than that on a fade value area extreme, one side of value to the other. David, you still holding that runner. Good job, man. Nice trade. Good patience. Probably 40 points by now. This kind of looks like short the pops. Beautiful. We're still down spot 5, 0.5% on NASDAQ. S&P went green to red to green. Well, it's hard to say, Artie. We're in a distribution still up here on ES. It hasn't triggered a short yet. If it breaks, now it has. Crazy. David, good for you, man. Start celebrating. We might get that 615 after all. Coming. Come on, let's get another push. Comes. I got lemon orders down there. Come on. Damn. Push it. JK, you can do whatever you want. I don't use it. I have it on my chart to look at. It's not a, it's just a sign of strength for me. I don't use it as a setup location. Look at that rejection. It's a 20-point rejection. Come on. Here he goes. That was nice. Beauty. I got filled on 3 micros down there. Let's see if we get it again. I wish I got filled more. I had 10 orders down there. Only got filled 3. Nice pop. Beautiful. This was my area right here, guys. I had it marked out well in advance. That's from the higher time frame. Fade value area extreme. Advanced playbook. It's a 30-point bounce so far. Crazy. Now the question is, do I cancel those orders and still expect that level to hold, or was that the bounce? I'm going to cancel my orders for now because that might have been the bounce. Really nice setups today, guys. We had some really good setups. Nothing to complain about. Now, there could still be a short trade in here. There's few instruments that you can take $2,000 and make $500 on your $2,000 in 1 hour. And I just did that. I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to show you what's possible with micros. I didn't even have to trade for it, Fartcoin. Nope, just trade in the NASDAQ with a shit ton of leverage. Let's see if it fades from here. That was a good short location. That was the value area low on RTH. And lower band on RTH.
Down hits intraday record high, last up 0.6%.
Back down. I don't think I want to take that level again. It's tempting. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to watch for some confirmation this time. That seemed like the bounce. You know, maybe we go a little lower. Take small size here. Just enjoy the volatility. Sure seems like it wants lower, so I'll put in some orders down here at 600. Looks a lot heavier than it did before.
The announced Fed GDP now index falls to 2.26% from 2.55%.
Ah, I feel like when I'm trading the real live market, they can see my orders. Went right to it. There we go. All right. Should fill it this time. Let's go. Good.
US corporate firms hike prices even after Trump's tariff reprieve. So just a bit more to the copper. Major US producers of electrical wires are raising prices just weeks after a surprise decision by President Donald
It's fun.
Trump. The most basic copper.
Fun having limit orders down there.
Consumers may end up paying more
Works well.
even after metal prices plunged.
Right to my order again. Literally right to it. So crazy. That's nuts. How low are we going to go? Yeah, I like 585 too. There you go. All right. Well, I have one. Weak. Super weak. We got monthly VWAP here. Monthly VWAP incoming.
US stocks extend the fall, Nasdaq down 1%. Canadian dollar extends decline, touch its weakest since August the 1st.
Oh yeah, it's already well below the 585.
Netflix shares fall 3.9%.
Nice buy up there.
Day drop in over a month.
It's kind of a key area. It's got to get back over is 585 now for the squeeze long. Ten micros. Average price 91. Motherfucker came right to my orders again. How does it know every single time? Crazy. Look at that. Right to it. Fill me this time. Come on. Buy my contracts. Buy them. Buy them. Somebody buy them. There we go. 41. I'm going to stop there. That was a good one. Order filled. All right. Not bad. Not too bad. $481 on a $2,000 account. I think that's pretty good. So what's fun is you can go like this. I could go here, here. And then I can take out, I'm going to pay myself $481.70. That money will be in my bank tonight. Not bad for a... I'm going to call it there. Just got me out too. Nice. Good job, Tamara. Doing very well. Very weak. Very weak indeed. My favorite prop firms are Top Step, Top One. If you're learning, Apex is great because it's the cheapest. But if you're consistent and profitable, you know, you'll pay more for better rules. Top One has straight to funded. There is no evaluation. Right? But you need to prove to yourself you can get payouts first. There's no reason to spend that kind of money unless you've proven yourself profitable and consistent. Nice, Carlos. Carlos put up 1,500. Yes, it does, Anthony. It does have the lockout feature. And if you use my code Drysdale, you get better deal than what they even market. The affiliates get better deals than what they even present on the website. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'm happy with how I traded today. And what time is it? It's almost 11, so obviously I'm going to hang out for a while. We'll talk through some more trades, see what we get. I am going to stop trading this account, though. I'm going to switch over to funded next. Yep, it's a little easier to control your environment than trying to control your willpower, right? So just lock your, I mean, you guys, you see myself lock myself out all the time. I've been doing this for a very long time. I don't need to control my willpower because I just lock myself out. I don't have a choice now. It doesn't matter. Willpower or not, the option is gone. Why make it harder on myself? Same thing if I was trying to stop eating candy, right? What's the best thing I can do if I was trying to stop eating candy? Probably not keep candy around in my house. It's a lot easier to not eat candy if I don't have any sitting around me, right? Same concept. I don't trust any of these buyers yet. Nice, Artie. Good job, brother. 1,200 bucks for the day, 1,500 for 2 days. Good job. I have all of the affordable indicators, Anthony. They're not user friendly, but they're quite excellent though. Looks like we're starting to get some structure down here. This might be the beginning of a bigger long. Okay. Put this back up. Got some real buyers stepping in here. We also have the value area high of this distribution we've formed down here. So I want to get too excited. We could trade down here for a while. Short has been the play. For sure. We might be coming down here to monthly VWAP at 535. Artie says, Chris, thank you for writing your book. It has given me structure that I was lacking in introducing me to micros. I don't think it was possible to make money with them. I'm so much more relaxed now. Excellent. When we pass our next account, burgers are on me at Meisner Park in Boca. All right. I also like Kapow in Meisner Park. Kapow is a great Asian restaurant. We know the owner. The owner lives up here by us. Headed to new lows here. Here we go. He does. I actually run into him. I don't run into him. On my home drive home from the gym is the road his house lives on. It's like a community, and I'll sometimes see him driving in his $700,000, or it's probably a $1.7 million exotic car that nobody's ever heard the name of. Smoking a big old cigar. I have pictures. See if I can find the picture. My phone's not here. Okay, let me get my phone.
US to sell $100 billion on 4-week bill on August 21st to settle on August 26th.
Down we go. If you're trying to catch that bigger bounce, you're probably getting very frustrated right about now. Nothing about this says bigger bounce. We just kind of melted through the monthly VWAP. Market is not happy. Maybe we'll catch a little bit of a bid here. Oh, nope. Psych. My phone is looks like it's updating. So some buyers stepping in here, but doesn't mean much yet. Nice, Corey. Nice rotations, nice range. Oh, I don't have so one here. I'll hold this last one. See if we nice, Corey. Good work. $64.25. Short? I mean, we're bouncing at a very high conviction level here. We're at monthly VWAP. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what we're at in ES, but not quite. We're very far from monthly VWAP on ES. But NQ could drag it up. We'll see. Yeah, ES is in no man's land for sure. It does have a long way to fall. So I could see that. You gotta be real patient. But if you're just holding 2 micros, that's nice. I guess it depends on what your price is. Where are you short from? Because we could have a vicious short squeeze. $64.14. I see it. Right there. Naked POC. Bitcoin down. Actually, this is probably a good day to place to buy, actually. I might pick some up here. Bitcoin's down almost 2.5%. Which is the setups is what? Artie, that's absolutely fair, man. If NQ is too fast, you stick with ES. That's perfectly good enough reason. I'm not a fan of late continuation shorts on the indexes and the equities for obvious reasons in a bull market. Old Navy sailor. Cool, Artie. My grandfather was a CB. He was a CB in World War II, stationed in the Philippines. It's CB. Nice. Thank you for your service, Artie. That's right. Oh, cool, Corey. So this could be the chop grind out. I don't know. We'll see. I do like the structure we're building here, but I do not like the wicks on the 1 minute. But this could be a decent place to pick up small size with a starter. What's not good is that the high of the session is the open. Obviously, that's a big indication of a trend day. Lager, you're not alone, man. A lot of people do that. I'm a fader, man. I love to fade the market. The only thing that saves me is looking for high conviction areas in the higher time frame. And, you know, if we build some structure, like a distribution first, I know at least where I'm wrong. Those are the only two saving graces of a fader. Yeah, I mean, at one point you have to realize, you know, what am I doing? You're lucky you're flat. That's good, man. You're doing, at least you're doing something right. Not getting steamrolled.
US natural gas futures fall over 5% to a 9-month low on near record output. Ample fuel stockpile.
Natural gas down 5% on record output. We're producing more natural gas than ever. You know, people who love momentum and continuation do well, you know, on days like today. And they're the ones who get steamrolled on days like yesterday. Right? If you're a fader, you killed it yesterday. Because every move got faded. Every single move. But if you were looking for the continuation, you got steamrolled, right? So today and yesterday are two great examples of two very different markets. Yesterday was a balance day. Today so far has been a trend day. Right? We have to recognize what market we're in and trade the proper setups. This looks like it could be some real structure. That could have been the bottom. Yep, Scott, of course. You know, and to be honest, once you really learn the VWAP wave system, those internal biases should get better. There's setups to take advantage of all markets, and we just need to implement the right setups. Now it's a little, obviously, a little more complicated than that, but I wish it were that simple, but you know, overarchingly. Hard to say, Corey. Nathan, I learned from a bunch of traders. I'd say my biggest fundamentals with the VWAP wave system come from Merritt Black with his Nadro, but you know, I've taken it in a much different direction with more specific setups and conditions. combinations of the indicators. Aaron Corbs has a lot of great information on volume profile. He eventually ditched the volume. I mean, he didn't ditch it, but he started using VWAP bands more. But he was all in volume profile, and then he found that the VWAP bands were better for his style trading. He only trades ES. Sure, Corey. I did a video on it not too long ago. Top 3. Neither of them have written a book. They're just online courses only, and expensive online courses. But there's nothing in those courses you're not going to learn here. I promise you that. I'm not holding anything back from you guys. You get it all here. Oh, man. I love Al Brooks. Don't get me wrong. I've listened to his podcasts. I even followed his room for a while. But, you know, his books are, as nice as they are, impossible to read. It's like sitting down and trying to read a math textbook. Do you have a bit of a rising wedge here on the 1 minute? Which could be higher. It's like they're trying to break it. Well, the market has gotten much grindier. It's looking good so far. This is, you know, we've now traded out of this bottom distribution. That's usually a good indication of a reversal, right? So, well, you can't see. I can see it better on my NinjaTrader. It's not as clear on. Right, you can see right here at 58, and we're now trading above it. So that's usually a good sign for a reversal. Now, there's no guarantees. It could obviously reject and go back to that value area. But things are slowing down. It's getting kind of grindy. We'll see. We could still very well get continuation down. Nice, Stephen. All right, guys, we're coming into about the last 8 minutes. of the stream here. Happy to take some questions before we sign off here for the day, at least for me. You guys can head on over to the trading lounge or the trading floor. I notice you guys are all in one or the other. Interesting. So, you know, if we only need one room, I'm cool with that. You guys tell me. I think the big focus was that if you're going to be on mic, to focus on trading and charts. You're welcome to use the chat for banter, but if you're going to be on mic, it can't be like, you know. Yeah, it wasn't ES, it was NQ. Profit target in my Top Step account or my cash account? Logger. Top Step, okay. So that last trade was at 950. 950 to 921. So that was right. Okay. Long from 651. So I caught I was anticipating the return to value. I got in early. Put in some structure here, distribution. I'd have to look back too. Might have just been scratched. Scalping this distribution here. I don't know. I'd have to look at this point. But it was right here long for this return to value on the RTH. That could very well be it. Oh, yeah. I mean, ES was launching, was hitting highs. So I was anticipating that it was going to pull NQ up. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, guys. Yeah, very short-term memory. So that's why we watch them together. ES was exploding on strength, and I expected that to pull NQ up, and it did. I mean, it was a correlation trade, really. ES was price discovery breakout to the upside, and we're hoping that momentum comes over to NQ. I mean, that wouldn't be it's obviously not a VWAP band setup, but it was price discovery on ES, and hoping that correlated over to NQ, which it did. We have a very messy chart here. All right, so this is lower band of RTH right there that we just touched. And we have value area low on the cash session right above it. And then we have session lower band right above that. So between 96 and 82, plus that's value area high here. Let's see if we can grab a short there. There you go. Been searching all morning. I'm short at 83. See if we get a little bit of a pullback here. Couple points there. Short at 86.5. That's 7, 8 points right there. Nice. That was it. Price discovery continuation short. At least for 10 points. Could do it again at the next level. Now it looks like they're trying to push through this. So it can chop here for a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you want to keep on trading, you can head on over to the trading floor, Trader Lounge. Trader floor is for, if you're going to use the mic, be focused on trading only conversation. Trader Lounge, you can talk about whatever you want. You're free to use the chat for whatever you want, but try to keep the trading floor on point for trading talk. If you're going to keep on trading, manage your risk, stay sharp. If you hit your profit target, you might want to shut that account down. You could always practice in a simulator or buy yourself a cheap combine to practice in. We had a couple of great trades today. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, first crypto stream. If you can't make it, it will be recorded. We'll watch it again. Hope everybody had a great trading day. And we'll be back at it. If you can't make it to tonight's crypto stream, we're going to be back at it tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. in the Discord, 10 a.m. on YouTube. You're very welcome. Good luck trading today, guys. And I'll see whoever can make it later.